A blend of inherited and acquired characteristics shows variation. Variation shows you the differences between individuals of the same species. And of course, is a blend of what we inherited and what we have acquired from the environment. A cross between two parents produced 4 offspring with blood groups AB, BB, BO, and AO. What's the blood group of their parents? C is the correct option. If you cross blood group AB and blood group BO, you will get the offspring listed in the question: AB, BB, AO, and BO. So I've crossed it using this Punnett square. A sick baby was successfully transfused with blood from the father, who has blood group AB. What is the group of the sick baby? Now, you have 4 blood groups. Sorry. Blood group AB can only donate blood to another person with blood group AB. They can only donate to another person with blood group AB because they have antigens A and B on their red blood cell. Remember, it is the antibodies of the recipient that fight against the antigens on the red blood cell of the donor. So if, for instance, A blood group donates to B, A has antigen A and B has antibody against A. So that means if antigen A from A blood group goes into B, the antibody against A will fight that antigen. That is why A and B are not compatible. So AB, because they have antigen A and B, can only donate to AB because AB has no antibodies that will fight antigens A and B. Because it is the recipient's antibodies that fight the antigens coming in. But because they don't have any antibodies that will fight the incoming antigens, so they can receive from AB. AB are universal recipients. The illustration below represents a cross between a colorblind male and a normal female. Study it carefully and answer questions 44 and 45. 44, what's the genotypic ratio of carrier females to normal males? So this is the male, XY is suffering from the disease, and then XX is normal. So the male is colorblind, the female is normal. So if you cross them, you discover that the daughters are carriers. Just one of the X chromosomes is carrying the allele for the disease. So they are carriers. The boys, the male children, are normal. None of them is carrying the allele for the disease. So 2 carriers, 2 normal. That's 1:1. That's the genotypic ratio. Which of the genotypes are carriers of color blindness. Of course, these two, I and II. So A is the correct option here. Scientists who study genetics are known as geneticists. Example is this man, Father Gregor Mendel, is known today as the father of modern genetics. He was a geneticist. Which of the following scientists did not contribute to the development of genetics? Félix Dujardin. His own contribution was about cells, and then he studied invertebrates a lot. Wilhelm Johansen was a geneticist. The same with Thomas Morgan. Of course, I've mentioned Gregor Mendel. Johansen was the one that distinguished between phenotypes and genotypes. And of course, Thomas Morgan was the one that explained how chromosomes are involved in heredity. So D is the correct option here. Dujardin was not involved in genetics. Which of the following terms is associated with natural selection? Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. According to Charles Darwin, the organisms that are better adapted in that environment, we have the survival advantage. It is the fittest. It will survive more than the other. And Charles Darwin explaining the origin of the long neck in giraffe. According to him, at the beginning, there were giraffe with short neck and long neck. So during drought, there was no grass for them to eat. So they started feeding on leaves from trees, and only those ones with long neck survived and passed on the trait for long neck to their offspring through reproduction, and those ones with short neck died. That's why the modern day giraffe has long neck. So the correct option here is it is the fittest that survives. That's natural selection. In which of the following incest is group instinct not displayed? Cockroach. The others are social insects, soldier ants, honeybees, termites. They are social insects. They relate very closely with one another and solve problems in their communities. They are social insects, but cockroach is not. The inability of an organism to adapt to its habitat can lead to extinction. The organism will cease to exist, like the dinosaurs are no longer existing. They have become extinct. Thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe. Click the subscription button on this channel for more videos.